So I met this girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's like an amazing artist, and she makes instrumentals. She's a producer. She keeps calling herself an aspiring producer, but you're a producer from the stuff that you produce. And I was listening to some of her stuff, and I was like, yo, this stuff is really, like, her stuff is beast. Like, she can make anything, right? She made some of the best instrumentals I've ever heard. And, you know, she was showing me her music and her artistry. And, you know, she was saying, like, well, do you rap? And I was like, I mean, I write. I'm a writer. I can write, but as far as freestyling, it's, like, not really my thing. You know, because I do animation and I do poetry. So she asked me to, like, you know, spit something for her. And I did. And she was like, yo, you need to be in somebody's studio. And I was like, thank you so much. And, you know, we were just talking and everything like that. And I showed her some of my art and my animations and stuff. And she was saying, like, how amazing they are. And then she showed me more of her beats. And it was these 3 particular beats that I heard. And I was like, yo, these are amazing. And then and I was like, can I buy these? And she was like, sure. And she said, how much? She told me something cheap. She was like, it was like $10 or something like that. But I gave her $30 for each beat. So I ended up giving her like $100 or something like that. And I got 3 or 4 beats. And she was like, so what are you gonna do with them? You gonna put them, like, you know, you can do this for your, you know, you can put like one of these as your, you know, because now you have the rights to them, I guess. And she was saying that I could use them as my YouTube intro or whatever. She's like, you gonna spit on them? Like, what you gonna do with them? And I was like, I'm gonna listen to them. And she was like, huh? I said, I'm gonna listen to them. And she was like, you know what I mean? Yeah. She's like, but they're yours. You can use them. And I was like, oh, well, yeah. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that. And she was like, so you're going to spit on them, right? And I was like, no, I'm going to listen to them. And, like, she couldn't understand that concept that I was trying to listen to him. And, you know, it didn't make sense to me that it didn't make sense to me that it didn't make sense to her. Because, you know, you would buy Doja Cat's album. You would buy Tyler, the Creator's album. You would buy, you know what I mean, MF Doom's album. You know, Rihanna's album. You would buy all these celebrities who you love their music to listen to their music. And you don't have an album yet, but I'm paying the price of an album for each of these songs. And it's like, they're amazing instrumentals. I listen to a lot of instrumentals. I listen to a lot of lo-fi stuff when I write and when I'm creating. And I love this music by itself. Like, I don't want to, not saying that I'm going to ruin it, but it's a masterpiece on its own. I don't want to add lyrics to it. I want to just listen to it how it is. This is your artistry. Like, the way you made it is perfect. In my mind, yeah, I mean, if you want to give it to somebody else to spit over and they had the rights to it, or, you know, that's fine. But I paid for it because I want to listen to it. I wasn't trying to pay for it to get the rights to it. I mean, but technically now I own the song because I have the little contract or whatever, the verbal contract and the physical contract through text messages and stuff and through email, but that wasn't my intent. I was just trying to buy your music so I could listen to it. And she just like, the concept kind of just threw her off. And like, I've been thinking about that heavy lately. Like, why was it so offensive to her? And like, not trying to be, I don't want to use the word offensive because I don't know if that was the case. But like, as artists, why are we in such a society where it's so confusing to want somebody to just purchase your art with no other kind of, and I don't know if it was one of those things where she loved like the way that I wrote, like because of what I, you know, the song that I spit to her, she really, really liked it and she wanted me to record it with her and stuff. And she said, you know, if she had her computer, we could record in her studio and this, that, and third, but she going through hard times. And, you know, I paid her for her artistry. I paid for what I felt like these songs were worth. You know, I mean, they were worth more, but she was asking for like $10. So you know, I gave her almost double. I mean, more than double. You know what I mean? Like double plus, you know, tip. So I paid 30 for each. And it's like, in this society, why do us as artists feel like our art is not worth it, or it always has to be something else that surpasses your expectation of certain things? Like, I don't know if she wanted me to take these instrumentals so she can so I can spit on them and then put them out there, so then maybe she can get more clientele and this, that, and the third. And maybe that's what her thought process was, or if I was going to use them for my YouTube intros and this, that, and the third. But that's not what I was trying to do. Like, I wasn't on that whole, like, maybe she was just thinking of the whole come up thing where it's like, oh yeah, so it'll be spread to this person, this person, this person. But in my mind, it's like, just like if Doja Cat puts something out, you're going to buy it. Or you pay Spotify to listen to it. But you're still paying something so the artist can get that revenue. But if I'm just paying just for the songs, just so I can listen to it, I'm not trying to do nothing with it. I wasn't trying to use it for, you know, because at first I was trying to look for songs for my animations. But then I heard a certain song where it's like, yo, I just want to just listen to it. Like, it doesn't even have to be used for animation. And sometimes some artistry is perfect the way it is. Like, I don't need to put art behind it. I don't need to put lyrics behind it. I don't need to put poetry behind it. Like, it's just its own piece. And like, these songs were like, you can tell like her heart was in these songs. So if she want to like resell them or whatever and give it to somebody who's gonna spit on them or whatever, and in my opinion ruin them by adding lyrics to it, you know, that's fine. I'll just let her know, like, hey, because I've been thinking about it lately like a lot. I might just hit her up and be like, hey, if you want to resell this, because I bought this to listen to, like I told you, I guess I own the rights to it or whatever. It's mine now. But like, I bought it because you're an artist and I really want to just listen to your music. It has nothing to do with me wanting to put my lyrics on it. It has nothing to do with me wanting to use it for YouTube or use it for this or use it as blah, blah, blah. And I'll let people know who you are, you know, if that's what you want, and send people to you so they can get beats made and instrumentals made, because you're an amazing producer. But what really threw me off is that she didn't get the concept of, I wanted to buy these just so I could listen to them. And she didn't get that. Like, and it's like one of those things where I keep going over the conversation in my mind, I guess 'cause I'm an overthinker and I never want to hurt anybody. But did she feel offended that I was saying that I didn't want to use it for this, or I didn't want to, you know, was she saying that it wasn't good enough and I was just trying to be nice to just pay for it? Like, I don't just be nice just to, you know what I mean? I'm kind, I'm not nice. There's a difference. You can fake being nice, but you can't fake kindness. Out of kindness of my heart, like, I really felt like, yo, her artistry is dope, and as another artist, I support your art. So I want to pay for it, you know. I would have paid more, you know, if I have the funds, but I still got a budget. Just because you got the money don't mean you need to be like, you know what I mean? That's foolish behavior. But like, yeah, like, you know, if I was in like a whole nother, a way better situation than I am in, I would have paid even more for it. You know, because like I said, I just wanted to listen to it, and I really appreciate her as an artist. But I keep going over in my mind, why was she offended? And I keep coming to the word offended as if like because she just did not get the concept of me wanting to just listen to her music. I guess because maybe she's so used to people coming to her to try to get beats so they can further their career and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. And I guess she's trying to get her name out there as a producer. But I'm looking at it like how, you know, like how just people who make instrumentals, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know why David Guetta came to mind, but because he puts people sing on his songs. But I mean, like Bonobo, like Bonobo or Bonobo, they make just instrumentals, and it's like you could listen to their whole album is just instrumentals, it's just music, and it's like, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. And that's what I bought those songs for, just to listen to it, to vibe out, to chill, to write, to create. I don't smoke no more, but that's a song that I would just, you know, I would just hit my bong, hit a bowl, and just lay back and just, it's just, her music is really, really amazing. And I keep going over in my mind that conversation that we had, because she really just And I wasn't trying to offend her, and I hope I wasn't offending her by saying that I'm gonna listen to it. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not trying to use it as a YouTube intro. I'm not trying to use it for my animations, and you know, because that's what originally what it was for, was that I want to, you know, hear her stuff to see if I can pay her to make music for my animations. But she showed me samples of what she had, and because her computer's messed up at the time, she can't make any more new things. So she just showed me the collection of what she had. So I will pay you to make songs specifically for my animations and specifically for my characters. But the music that you showed me, that you already created, your masterpieces that you already had out, I wanted to buy those to listen to. Just as if I'm buying your album. You know, and later when she get herself together and she get her computer and she get her set up in her studio back to where it was and doing what she's supposed to do, yes, I'm going to pay her to make songs specifically for my art and for my characters. But the collection that she already made, that she showed me, you know, that wasn't exclusive to me. I want to pay you to make something exclusive for me and my characters and my brand and my animations and my art. But the art that you already showed me, I just wanted to listen. And I bought it because I wanted to be in my collection. So when I have my songs on random and that pop on, I'm like, yo. Just like when I'm listening to Bonobo. You know what I mean? Just like when I'm listening to what's his name? Garten something. His album Pictures in my head, and I can't think of the name of it. Or what's it called? Odessa. O-D, like O-D-Z-E-A or something like that. Odessa. Like, they make just instrumentals. You know what I mean? David Guetta used to make just instrumentals. Then he started getting people to sing on his songs, and, you know. That's why David Guetta first came into my head. But Bonobo. B-O-N-O-B-O. Oh, my God. There's this song called Turtle by Bonobo. Listen to it. That song made me that song single-handedly made me write the story to the Oreo, my superhero story. It's like, it starts off with this whistle, and it's like, when you hear it, I ain't gonna ruin it. But Turtle by Bonobo, B-O-N-O-B-O, Turtle. You know, like a turtle with a shell. Turtle by Bonobo. Listen to that song. That song is amazing. And that's what I mean. It's just certain instrumentals that they have their own story. They are their own piece. They don't need lyrics. In fact, adding lyrics to it would honestly ruin the song and take you out of the experience. And as a producer, I don't understand why she didn't get that, because her ear for music and the way that she creates music, she should be able to understand that these are art pieces. And that's what you can tell. Like, she put her art into that. This is not something that you just spit on and this is his own work of art. This don't need to be ruined by somebody, you know, putting their trash lyrics on it or they tired rhymes on it. No. I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about people. And, you know, everybody in Atlanta is a rapper. It's like, ugh. But not everybody in Atlanta is a good producer. And she's an amazing producer. Anyway, I love y'all very much. That just was on my mind, and I just wanted to just talk about that. Because I'm still thinking about it. And I'm going to ask God about it. Anyway, I love you. I'm Lich LOCKHART. Rest in peace.